going to go up to West Sacramento. Hang on a second, is this thing charging? Yes. Charge. Oh, get you guys plugged in up here. I haven't driven in a while, so I kind of forget the routine of how to get going in the morning. All right, so we got to go to West Sacramento and submit my medical DOT physical to the DMV. Thought you guys might like to join us for the ride. And let's go. Let's go make some money. Now the thing of it is, I'm gonna get some juice. Juice back here. What was I gonna say? No, Nathan's in school. I can't take him on the truck. We don't have insurance turned on for little Nathan. So he's in school, and he doesn't get out of school for another 4 hours or so, maybe 3 hours. And then he has ABA after that for another 4 hours. I'm trying to think. Today's Friday. I still have a lot of stuff to take care of. I never did get my YouTube whatever it is you're supposed to get for your taxes. They never sent it in the mail, dude. So now I got to go on google.com and figure out if they have it on there, that I can print it out some kind of way. Because I got to get my taxes done, and that's the income that I get off YouTube. I haven't received that yet. Normally they mail it out every year, like, you know, when you work for an employer and they mail you your W-99, 1099, your 1066, no, I don't know what it is. They send you something, right? Usually at the end of January. And YouTube has been doing that for years. Or Google, whatever. This year they did not.
Entrance to the left on I-5 North.
This year they did not. So I'm a little bit freaking... Now I gotta go on Google and figure out where they hide that in the back corner of their website, down low, or whatever they do. You know, it's hard to find things. And, you know, I gotta have it, because you can't file your taxes without it, because they will say tax evasion. They will try to say that. It might have gone out, it may have been lost in the mail. It could have been that person put it in the... Go ahead, I'm a big truck over here. It's slow. La 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 la. Anyway, so that's something I gotta work on. More stuff. Checked my mail today. I got my coffee, Starbucks. What else? Got a load of in the wash, and I'm still uploading my video for Sunday. I brought it into the house so I could jump on the house Wi-Fi, and it went from, like, I had it in the truck all day, all night, and it was at 17% uploading. I bring it in the house for 30 minutes, and it went up to 45% uploading. That's the difference.
In a quarter mile, take the entrance to the left on I-5 North.
That's the big difference between a cell phone hotspot and a household, or a Wi-Fi in the house, I guess. It's amazing. We used to be on dial-up back in the olden days, and of course we never had an inkling that would be uploading 50 gigabyte files to the internet. That was not even on a concept of an idea back then, in the 90s. In the 90s, floppy disks were 1.44 megabytes, not gigabytes, megabytes. A little 3.5 inch flat little diskette thing. It's kind of square. You stick it in the computer, and it held 1.44 megabytes. If you had a file that was 2.88 megabytes, you needed two of those. You had one of two and two of two. You pop the first one in, transfer it to your hard drive, pop it out, pop the second one in, transfer it to your hard drive, whatever. Or if it was like, in the case of a printer, I bought a printer, and you had to, the printer came with these diskettes, and you put them in, or maybe a CD sometimes, and install a CD, and you pop that in, and it just execute all the files on the CD, and it gets the software transferred over to the computer. These days, I think all you gotta do is plug it in, plug your printer in and it works. It just works. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I haven't done much today. This is one of the chores I got to do. Today's Friday. So we got to get this done today. Well, I look at it like I'm burning the company fuel to drive up there and back. I don't have to burn my own fuel to go to the DMV. So, plus it recharges the batteries. Oh, come on, shift. Cold-blooded. We got plenty of time to get a 34-hour break. Plenty of time. I won't be back to work till Monday, probably. Maybe Sunday night or Monday morning, I'm not sure yet. And tentatively, Nathan and I are going to go to Pinnacles National Park. You guys can Google it, where it is. I want to film it all the way from around Patterson area, or wherever. Little Panoche Road, P-A-N-O-C-H-E, Panoche. Panoche? Come on, dude. La, 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 la. I'm trying to get over it, and this little car is like freaking right there. Move your ass. You could have got over it. Look at it, he's got a blinker on. Could have got over it before. Anyway, so, well, I'll give you some background on that. Back in the 90s, 98 or so, I don't know the year, I was working on a job in Piscines, California, on a bridge that washed out. We were rebuilding the bridge. And it was pretty far, too far to go home every day. You know, it was like from Stockton to Piscines, very long distance, to commute home every night after work. Plus we were working like 10-hour days. There's no way I was going to have the energy to drive home, sleep for, you know, X amount of hours and come back. Contractor put us up in hotel rooms. He would put 5 or 6 or 7 guys in a single room, 2 beds, 1 shower, and 4, 5, 6 guys were expected to share a room, and they were trying to save money. The company, we're going to get 3 hotel rooms. You guys can divvy it up however you want. The foreman got their own room, the superintendent got their own room, but everybody else, the worker bees, the laborers, the carpenters, and the operators, all the other union guys, we had to share the rooms. And you had guys sleeping on the floors in the hotel, and I was like, this is stupid. I slept in my truck. I mean, I said, all I need is a shower. I'll sleep in my truck. I'm not sleeping in a fucking room with a bunch of snoring dudes. And these guys didn't really care. They were drinking so much beer every night after work. They would just drink till they passed out, and then go to work hungover, barely function for the first 4 or 5 hours of the morning, can barely hammer a nail, and they start sobering up around lunchtime. One guy had a 5th wheel camper trailer that he parked on the job, and he somehow plumbed it into the river there. It was a little creek or a river, and he had water for showers, toilets, and all that. And I said, dude, I'll sleep in my truck, but if you let me take a shower in your I don't have to stay in the hotel room. He's like, oh, he was okay with it, but in the end I realized he probably was not okay with it. But I used to take showers in his RV, and then I would just sleep in my truck right there. Get up in the morning. We had barbecues. We'd drink beer on the job, on the job site after work. And I remember bringing my little Smoky Joe grill down there. I'm getting way off track. I was talking about Pinnacles. We put so many coals, barbecue coals, in the Smoky Joe, we melted it down. It went into a full nuclear meltdown. Too funny. But we were working at Piscines, which is not really that far away from Pinnacles National Park. And I remember it must have been a Friday or a Saturday afternoon. We finished the job, and it's time to go home for the weekend type thing. And I said, I've seen all these signs for Pinnacles. You're driving along that road there, Highway 25, I think it is. It's been so many years. that you see the sign for Pinnacles. And so I drove down to Pinnacles and I drove into the park. And it was beautiful. I was like, wow, this is cool. But I got up to the gate and they wanted like 25 or 35 bucks, whatever it was, entry fee. And I was like, well, I don't want to pay I'm not paying that much money. I'm only here to just want to check it out. And then I just turned around and left. But it's always been on my mind. I always wanted to go back there. But I think on Sunday, Nathan and I will go down there and film it 360. We're going to retrace the commute route that I used to go on Little Pinoche Road. You go to I-5. There's an exit called Little Pinoche Road. Pinoche, however you pronounce it. And right now, April, it's absolutely man, you guys remember when they planted these trees over to our right a couple, 3 years ago? Look at them, they're already like medium sized. They used to be all corn and tomatoes. To me, it still looks kind of weird with trees out there. It doesn't take very long for it, years wise, a couple, 3 years go by. Now you're used to the trees being out there all the time. I think they were always there. so hard it kicked out of cruise control, kicked out. See that over to the right? That's not supposed to be wet. That is a farmland, left and right, that's flooded. Wow, man. Because we just crossed over the bridge. That's the Mokelumne River. And you may remember Nina from, we did a video last summer with Nina, and she was talking about the Mokelumne River, and that's where she gets her water from. Look how it's overflowed its banks. It's all the way back here. This river right here is called Middle Slough. Middle Slough and Mokelumne River are merged together in one giant river. They'll be like that for the next several months until, even over here, there's standing water in these fields. They can't even farm it. Here's another river right here, Lost Slough. This whole area is flooded, man. Look over to the right, you'll see more floodwaters, standing waters. That's why they don't build anything out here, it's just swamp certain parts of the year. Gotta say, the ducks and the geese love it. So I found out that, learned something yesterday that I didn't know before, was about these bypasses. Speaking of floodwaters, Yellow Bypass, for example. I thought it was called a yellow bypass because of the bridge. Like they're bypassing around something, like a bypass road. But really the bypass is referencing the flood zone. Bypasses are all over California, and they use them to store water. Like when there's not enough space between the levees to hold the river, they will flood a bypass area, which I have seen before on the Yellow Bypass. Of course, I've seen that flooding every winter, every spring. But I didn't know that's why it was called bypass until last night. I saw a video about it. And California has a ton of bypasses that are designed to flood before they flood a city or a town. They will flood the bypass first and let the water dissipate from there. But this spring might test our water bypass capacity. I mean, we might have some serious flooding this spring. The video I saw was talking about 1986 and 1997, two big giant floods in Northern California here. And this 2023 might be the worst on record. We'll see. We shall see. So I wanted to talk more about Pisces, California, the job I did years ago. Bridge had washed out and we were rebuilding it. It's pretty far from my home. It's about a 3-hour run one way to get there, more or less. Well, some of the highlights of the job, of course, we stayed in hotel rooms. We worked about 12 hours a day, 7 days a week out there. Sometimes we worked 6 days. If it was a holiday, weekend or something, and they didn't want to pay double time on Sunday and Monday, they might give us 2 days off or something. But most of the time we were out there working about 7 days a week out there, just breaking our butts off, trying to get that bridge done before the October rains came in. We're working in the hot summer out there. I remember a couple of highlights. One of which was the farmer had a barn kind of next door to the bridge, not too far away. Let's call it next door. Is this guy coming out? I think he is. It's a bad place to pull over, dude. You gotta know better than that. Anyway, so we had ordered too much concrete or something, or the boss did on purpose, or either by accident or on purpose. It doesn't matter. But somebody, the foreman's like, "Hey, what do you want to do with this extra concrete?" And he called the farmer next door because they had done us so much favors, let us plumb into their water supply so we could make water for the concrete or spray things down or whatever. We needed water on the job. And so he said, take those concrete trucks over there and pour a concrete slab inside of his barn and send a concrete crew over there to finish it. It's a finishing crew, which means when they finish concrete, they smooth it out and make sure it's good. And so they took 2 or 3 concrete trucks over there and the finishing crew and the crew. No, but they kept it off the books. The company did. The company kept it all off the radar so that the big bosses never knew about it. But they did that farmer a solid favor by pouring a concrete pad inside of his giant barn. And that was one of the highlights I remember. Another one was one day we're working out there, like on a Saturday or something, and I remember this guy rides up on horseback, a cowboy in California. Rides up on his horse, says, where's your foreman at? He's over there. So he rode his horse over to the foreman. They had a few words, and then the foreman ran around the job telling everybody to shut off all the equipment, shut off the loaders, shut off the forklifts, shut off the welding machines and the air compressors, anything that makes noise, shut it off, shut off the cranes. Everything gets shut down. And then he made a signal to the cowboy over there in the hill, and then there was a bunch of other cowboys that came out of the woodworks, out of the hills, and a herd of cattle, and they were doing a cattle drive on horseback right through the middle of our job. And it's one of those things incredible things that you see in life, those rare things that you see in life that you wish you had filmed. You wish you had a camera to film this, because it is so unique and different and incredible to see. California cowboys with cowboy hats on horseback pushing some cattle through the job site, right through the center of the job site. And they went to the river. There was a little creek right there. The cows went right into the river, up and out, and over the other bank, and climbed up out. And they were just taking them to another pasture or something, about a mile or 2 away. And it was like a scene from the Old West. And that was a major highlight that I remember from that job. And I wish I had filmed it, man. Nobody had cell phones back then. You didn't think to grab your cell phone and hit the video app and start recording something. It wasn't even on your radar. It was enough to see it, You see something, you're like, cool. I saw that. That's very cool. Okay, now look at this. There's water standing over here, too. We're getting ready to cross another river right here. This is where we always see the wild turkeys. They live down in these trees. I don't see them today, but look at all that water, man. They have a whole herd of wild turkeys out here. You remember about 3 years ago, they were building a bridge right here, a pile driving rig was out here and all that. You guys remember? We used to drive up to Reno every other day or so. We didn't come through I-5 much, but sometimes we did for a change of pace, so I come this way. But this all here was built about 3 years ago. Anyway, I was going to say that Piscines, California, yeah, that was, those are some of my memories. You know, we'd stay out there and drink beer and barbecue steaks and all that, and a lot of good memories out there on the job. I'm hoping that we drive by the old job on the way when Nathan and I go by the bridge. I'm not sure if it was on the main highway or on auxiliary little highway, a farmer's bridge. I can't really remember where that bridge was. 25 years later, you know, it's like a long time ago. There goes that driver who was on the shoulder. We're almost there. We got to get up to the DMV, commercial DMV over there. Oh, you know, I forgot to check if they're even open today. It might not be open. That's right. I just punched in the address. It should be open. It's Friday, right? It's not a holiday or anything. Well, we're going to find out together, I guess. Water tank there says America's farm to fork capital. America's farm to fork capital. Did you know that California produces 50% of the United States agricultural food that you eat? All the celery you eat? Yeah, California right here, man. That's why I like coming up here to the commercial DMV. There's no wait. Just walk right in, boom, boom, slap you a receipt, good to go, man. If you go to the regular car DMV, it is a pain in the butt. You pull a number and they'll take forever to get to you. You guys remember a few years ago we had to go to the DMV down there. We had to go to Ripon or somewhere. Modesto? No, Ripon. I think it was Ripon or Manteca, I can't remember. But we went to like one of those smaller town DMVs. I thought, well, if we go to the smaller DMV, maybe we won't have to wait so long. And we went in there and they were like, everything's good. I just need your home address here, your residential address. And I was like, I'm homeless. I live in the truck. I'm a truck driver. I live in the truck. I sleep in the truck. I eat in the truck. I drive in the truck and everything about the truck. I live in a truck and I drive around the country. I'm homeless. And she was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with it. You have to have a place to live to have a license in California. There's no possible way I can give you a license without a residential address. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's plenty of homeless people with licenses. There's gotta be a way. But it's interesting, you know, this is all gonna be part of my book someday. How to survive in the United States without a residential address. It's very difficult to get things done. Even during the demic, when I went to go get my shots, you know, those little jabs they talk about. We can't talk about certain things on YouTube. Went to go get my jab, and they were like, okay, we need your residential address. I go, a homeless person, short-circuited. She's like, I don't know how to proceed. I never had a homeless person come in here asking for a jab. And she short shirt. They don't have a. They did not have. Maybe they do now, but at that time, they did not have a way to vaccinate homeless people, which makes you kind of. If you step back and look at the bigger picture, and you're a conspiracy theorist, you could easily believe that maybe this thing is on purpose to, protect the haves and not protect the have-nots. That's the way I'll frame it. It seems like they were trying to. You can't prove it. So none of this is. It's all conspiracy crap. But if they don't have a system to take care of homeless people with the jabs, don't you think that would be a thing that make you go, wonder, things that make you go, You know how they were pushing it so hard? You got to get the shot or you're going to freaking die. You got to get this jab. You got to get a second jab, and then you got to get a booster, or you're going to freaking die. And then you walk in there homeless, and I can't help you. You're homeless. You don't have an address. I can't help you. So it makes you go, Anyway, we try to stay off politics around here, but I think it started with I tried to get. Oh, I remember it was. I went to Ripon or Manteca, one of those, to try to get my license. It was getting ready to expire. Your driver's license, and I needed to update it, upgrade it, update it. And she was like, "I need your."
Keep to the right on I-80 50 East.
I just need your address. Anyway, I'm trying to get over it. This guy's speeding up on me. Trucker. Come on, dude. Yeah, that chick short-circuited when I said, I need the shot, but I don't have an address. And she goes, let me make a phone call. I gotta make a phone call. So she called somebody, and at the end, she came over and gave me the shot. I don't know if it was ever recorded with the government or what, because it made it sound like if you don't have all the fields on the paperwork filled out, and one of the major fields would be a residential address. So I tried to put a P.O. box in there. I can't have a P.O. box, sir. It got to be residential. Why do you need that? Why do you need to know where I live? Anyway, what is the importance of that? It's a part of contact tracing, which wasn't even a thing back then. Maybe it was, and I just didn't know about it. But somehow they wanted to keep track of all the Americans. I guess. I don't know. Don't care. Whatever. But I got my license in the end, and I also got my jabs. I'm gonna get over here. 50 west. Yes. We're almost there. A couple more miles.
In a half mile, keep to the right on I-80 PRUS 50 East, and then keep to the left in 900 feet.
I gotta tell you, it feels very good not to have to be home. I haven't been home in like 3 months.
In a quarter mile, keep to the right on I-80 PRUS 50 East, and then keep to the left in 900 feet.
Feels good to be back. Feels good to be on my own, doing my own thing. I see all these truckers hauling loads. I'm like, man, I'm so glad we're not hauling the load today.
Keep to the left on I-80 PR West.
We are west. Q Street. No, that's Q Street. Q Street goes downtown.
In 2.5 miles, take exit 1B, Harbor Boulevard.
Look at all the traffic. God damn. Freaking get in the right gear, you piece of shit. It's getting up to 2,200 RPMs for no reason. Program these things. We're bobtail. We don't need 2,200 RPMs. If it were raining right now, it would have been sideways. I promise you. Fucking stupid. Stupid programming. But I was gonna say, look at all the traffic going to Tahoe on the eastbound 50. Oh man, we gotta come back that way. Shit, I might have to take a shortcut. We might have to go to San Francisco, party peeps. I don't know. And we're gonna be crossing either the Sacramento or American River. I'm not sure. Crossing the river for sure. I don't know which one it is. Sacramento. Membership video for you guys. Get that uploaded for tomorrow, probably Saturday. Sunday's video is uploading right now. Shifting too far.
In 0.2 miles, turn right on.
Damn, dude.
And then turn right at 200 feet.
I'll take over the shifting. I have to take over until it gets down and close to stopping. Because it just ring out the engine. You get 2,200 RPMs. It's not great for your... It's not really good for your engine. I know it's trying to downshift, it's trying to predict what it is. We're bobtail. It takes a minute for the computers to realize we're not loading. It takes miles. I mean, not just freeway miles, but stop and goes type stuff. Because we've never had this problem before. Turn left. Why did you tell me to turn right if you want me to turn left, you piece of shit? Yeah, that's right. It is down that way. God damn it. Well, I think we can take a shortcut through here. We did this last time. JCT.
In 500 feet, turn right on West Capitol Avenue.
Well, I gotta say, it is designed to do that if you're loading. Especially the Freightliners. Freightliner is famous for that 2,200 RPM thing. This truck here has not traditionally done that until recently. Maybe because it's finally broken in or something, but 300,000 miles, or I don't know, but it hasn't done this up to now. It just started doing it very recently.
Turn if possible, and then turn right at 200 feet.
Very recently. I think we can. She wants me to U-turn, but I think we can get there this way, right? Shit. Should be another street up here we can turn on. Or no.
Make a U-turn if possible, and then turn right at 800 feet.
We gotta turn around, dude. There's no other street going across. None of these.
Make a U-turn if possible.
Would you shut up? I'm trying to talk. There's no other cross street. Well, there's one right there. I don't know if it goes all the way through. God damn it. See that? Okay, let me see if this might work. It's residential. It says no trucks, of course. I'm going for it. No trucks over 5 tons. Oh, we're well under that. We're good. We're only 20,000 pounds, so we're good. But I say this truck is, the engine is acting funny because it's most recently been doing this, and I don't like it because it's not traditionally been doing it up to now. It's unnecessary. Okay, this looks like a dead end or something. Freightliner does it. They even showed me a video. You know, your truck will get up to 2,200 RPMs. So I knew that was a thing. I knew it was normal. But and I figured probably all the automatic transmissions are like this, but you know, like I said, up to now, I would say in the last month or so, it hasn't done this. It started doing this about a month ago. You come off the exit, you're going down the off ramp to get to the stop sign, and it goes up to 2,200 RPM, so it starts screaming. And I'm like, what are you doing? You haven't done that before. Pass it up? I think we did. This is the street it's on. I just passed it again. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I just passed DMV. But that's okay. Check out this truck. This is cool. I like it. Check this out. Oh my god. I gotta get a picture of that. You guys see that? Loose cannon fabrication. Too cute. Alright, I gotta make a right turn. I drove right by the DMV. I didn't even, I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. Drove right by it, dude. I know, because I've been here about the last several years. I've been coming up here to get. We came up here with JCT. Did I not come up here with Flatbed Company too to drop off my paperwork? Pretty sure I did. You know what? Isn't it right here? Wait. Are we not on Evergreen right now? I thought we were. Hang on a second. She's confused. This is not Evergreen, is it? God damn it. I think I went. I gotta keep going. No, it's behind us. I think it's behind us. I was right. She was wrong. Okay, that's all right. We'll figure it out. Must be on the other side of the intersection. She said go left, and when I came off the freeway, I thought she meant. It was next door to Penske. No, it's over here. Okay, it's got to go across the intersection. Why did she say go left when I could have just gone right? Del Taco. Should be right up here. It's probably on the left. Yeah. Kind of remembering. I don't come up here but every 2 years, so I forget. Check out the mural on the fence, though, on the flowers. Papule, Sacramento. In Papule. Okay, this is it right here. Department of Motor Vehicle Test. And the gate is closed. The gate's locked and closed. Brilliant. You're kidding me, dude? They're closed today? God damn. Oh my god, they're closed. No freaking way. Are they at lunch or something, or what? You gotta be kidding me, dude. They're freaking closed. Drove all the way up here for nothing. Well, it's no big deal. My compliance safety person told me that if I send her all the copies of my physical, she will submit it to the DMV for me. And I said, you don't have to do that. I'm going to drive up to Sacramento tomorrow and do it myself. Oh, okay. That's no big deal. And so what I'll have to do is Monday I'll have her do it. I would prefer to get a copy myself. Make sure we're good. Why are they closed? You said they're open at 4 p.m.? Nobody's home, dude. No, the other gate we went to said not an entrance. I wonder if they're at lunch. Oh, is it Cesar Chavez? Well, that's all right. Like I said, if I get a northbound load on Monday during their hours of operation, we'll swing back up here on Monday. Are you guys working here?
No, we don't work.
Oh,
They said it's open, but it's not open though.
my friend says they're closed for Cesar Chavez Day. Cesar Chavez?
I have no idea.
So it must be a holiday. California holiday? But they're not open today. You guys a truck driver?
Yeah, he's trying to get his CDL.
Yeah, I got my DOT physical. I like coming here because there's no line. You don't have to go to the other one. Ticket number, sit there for half a day, waiting to get up to the window. You know how it is.
I don't know. Google said it's open, but I don't know.
Cesar Chavez holiday, they said. So maybe Monday.
So every other one's closed, that means?
Possibly. Do you guys know, let me ask him on live stream. Do you guys know if all the other DMVs are closed too? There's like 2 or 3 up here in Sacramento. West Sac. Website 7 to 4. They're asking if there's another DMV open around close by. All DMVs in California are closed today. Okay, so he just checked. All field offices are closed. Sorry about that. Yeah,
All right, thank you.
that's all right. Well, shoot. Well, that sucks. It gives us something to do today, though, I'll say that. When I worked in San Francisco, I worked off of an exit called Army Street exit. And sometime in the middle or after I finished the job, I was out there for a year and a half working on the bridge. They changed the name of Army Street in San Francisco to Cesar Chavez Boulevard or whatever, Cesar Chavez Way. And changed all the signs, they changed everything out. And so if you guys, give me a thumbs up if you know who Cesar Chavez is. See, test you guys out. Ooh, firewood. Wash the truck, she says. Bubble bath the truck. Truck needs a bubble bath. I'm gonna give it a bubble bath right now. Boom. We're gonna bubble bath the truck. What do you think? That's right, organized labor leader, union organizer, that's right. Oh, we're buffering? Oh, I thought that, Brian has some kind of ring, or maybe a toilet, I'm not sure. Yeah, the farmers union, I guess. Yeah. Well, shoot, I guess we're back to Stockton. I remember when Cesar Chavez died. I remember that. The most disturbing thing that I remember was, I hate to say it, but oh my God. Hang on a second. Let me get this GPS cooking. So he died, and they had the local TV stations that are filming and doing a story on Cesar Chavez passed away, la la la. And these people came in the door, two big gentlemen, and they're holding up a guy in the middle. It was Cesar Chavez was dead. And they had him, they were walking him, kind of his feet were dragging on the floor like this. And his head was like over to the side. And they're carrying him up through the building, up to the podium. And they're going to give some kind of speech or something like this. And they're carrying this dead dude, Cesar Chavez, dragging him along up to the podium, and they sit him down in a chair, and he's all, dead. And they're giving the speech, and everybody's crying, and then, I'm like, somebody needs to tell people certain things you just don't do. You're not supposed to do that, okay? If you want somebody to lie in state, that's kind of okay, because they're lying in a casket or whatever. They're lying down, and we can come pay our respects. But to weekend at Bernie's somebody into a building like that is on so many levels just dead wrong. I'm sure it was okay for centuries, and probably, in that culture that's what they do. But for us to see it on TV, when I saw that on TV, I was like, no way. Somebody tell them, please. No, you can't do this. Please. Does nobody tell somebody you can't do this? Agricultural unionizer, labor union leader, that's right. You just email it? Yeah, I've heard so many stories, Tony, of, when they came up with this DOT physical thing or a 2-year thing, and remember the medical card you had to have? You had to carry it with you? We'll talk about that here in a minute. This is your medical DOT physical. It has to be submitted to the Department of Motor Vehicle in every state. In every state, some people, like we call it DMV, another state might call it the BMV, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. And another state might call it something else. 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. You remember that time I only had like 4 pages? And we tried to get it faxed over to us? Well, this is the medical card right here, which is a big 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. And we no longer have to carry that card with it. It used to be a little credit card sized. You had to have that card with you at all times. It was a truck driver. Most people kept it in their wallet up here. And oftentimes, this is a trick that the officers used to do to truck drivers. A little trick they used to play. They pull you over. They pull you over. Step out of the vehicle. No, I'm teasing. They don't point the gun at you. Come on, step out of the vehicle. I want to come talk to you. You're like, yeah, okay. You talk to the officer. And he's like, give me your medical card. Oh, shoot, it's in my... Give me a second, I'll get it. Oh, you don't have it on your person. You said you don't have it on your person? Check. I could write you up for not having it on your person. I'm sorry. You guys think I'm joking. Test me. You don't want to test me. Because we got a message from our Swift. This is 2010, back when we used to carry the medical cards. And Swift sent a message on the Qualcomm, right here. And they said, make sure never step out of your vehicle. I don't care if you're parked at the truck stop and you're going to go in there to take a shower or get something to eat. You take your freaking medical card with you on your person everywhere you go, because you never know when you have to present it. And it cannot be 10 feet away in the truck and you're standing outside the truck, because that's not on your person. Because the Green Book says it has to be on your person. And that's how they were getting you, because they were having a hard time writing us up for stuff, because in those years the bigger companies were already switching over to electronic logbooks, so it was harder and harder to ding us on violations. But they were going for the easy low fruit, which is not having your medical card on your person in your pocket. And it was an easy violation to get. And then as soon as they got electronic filing with this stuff, you just take it to the DMV, they scan it into the system. The officer doesn't have to look at your card on your person. They just go on their computer on their car, punch it up, and there it is. He's medically certified to drive a truck. It's right there on the electronical system. Brian says baloney. I wish I had taken a picture of that message, dude. Brian, I think you are... I think I cry wolf too much, and then when I say something that's real, you think it's probably Scotty BS. That's one. I'm not BSing about that. I'm not BSing about that. I promise. That's one of the things. In fact, I wish I could prove it. I need another couple of truck drivers to come in. Charles, is that true? Charles, you remember back in the day, you had to have your medical card on your person or you could get a big fat ticket? Charles is a trucker. What about Tony? You guys remember that kind of stuff? Donald Schweitzer, you remember that? We need to tell, back me up. Brian doesn't believe it. Donald says it's true. Gold Rush Discovery almost end of season. Totally related to DMV physicals. Okay, on that note. All right, let's head back to Stockton, I guess. You guys ready? I gotta plug you in. Well, you can't imagine it, Brian, but there's all different kinds of officers out there and all kinds of different personalities. Cops come in every personality you can think about. You know, some of them are very chill and some of them are not. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Well, let's go up here. I need to get a thing of water. My gallon jug is empty. I'm thirsty. I need to get a bottle of water. Freaking thirsty. I was gonna get some iced tea down there at Del Taco in Palm Springs, North Palm Springs, but it's one of the few, or one of the only, I'd say the first one I've ever seen, of a Del Taco that does not have brewed tea in the store. They had Fuse, F-U-Z-E. Fuse raspberry tea. I was like, what the heck is this? That's not tea, dude. That's like flavored pea. All right, let me there's a store up here somewhere, right? I thought we drove by. Oh, grocery outlet. Do they have it? See the little red car right there? They want to go to the DMV too. That's all right. If we get a load to like Portland or Seattle or something on Monday at a regular, during regular freaking hours, not like get up at 2 a.m. to go type thing. If we're rolling through here on Monday, sometime during the day, I'll stop in here and hang on, let me save this address to my address book. West Sac DMV. Enter. Okay, that's saved. So I know how to get back here. What we'll do is we'll come back here on Monday, get her done. Oh, goodness. But yeah, back in the day, man, you had to have a medical card on you at all times. Arrestable offense. No, no, you wouldn't get arrested, but they would definitely write you up for not having it. There were so many stories of that. I bet you I could find the stories on TTR, which are anecdotal. I mean, at best, it's usually a truck driver telling stories. But oh, there's Circle K right there. That'll work. Well, right here, better parking right here. Chevron. Park right here in the red zone. Is there a McDonald's around here? Some iced tea, dude. We'll get iced tea on the way back. You guys better stay here. People freak out when I walk in with a camera. It's a little bit suspicious that you have a camera. So it'll only be a moment. I'll be right back. Well, they got this new soda. It's a sugar-free soda called White Claw. I'm gonna try it. It's sugar-free. I got a 6-pack of them, enough to make it home. And yeah, see what they taste like. Pat Pew. Look at all the Pat Pew. So we'll try the White Claw sodas. That should parch my thirst. Springtime Pat Pew. 0.04 sugar. But I'm bobtail. I don't have a load. I don't have a trailer on me. So I mean, we can do things that a regular trucker can't do, right? I heard. Bobtail. You're basically personal use. We gotta get turned around in here. Let me see. Well, it'd be easier just do it this way. Yeah. I would go out that exit, but I gotta make a left turn. No, you can't because there's a concrete median between the lanes, so I can't go that way. So we're forced to go this way. You guys ever been to the grocery outlet? I actually kind of like it. It's a different feel to the store. It's kind of like a Costco, except you don't have to buy things in bulk. But everything's sort of in boxes. It's kind of half put on the shelf and half in the box on the floor, and you kind of grab what you need. It's designed to be a little bit cheaper than going to the regular grocery store. It's not bad. I've been there. I went to the one in Weed, which is right across the street from the truck stop, which is nice because you know how rare it is for us to be able to get to a regular grocery store sometimes. And that's nice because it's just right across the street and go get supplies for your truck real quick. Makes it quite nice. Alright. Quite nice. And I'm in the mood for cereal again. Cereal is my ice cream. Put milk in there and you've got some cereal. I love it, man. Especially right before bedtime. The problem with cereal, somehow or another, it makes me gain weight bad. So I have not had cereal in about 3 or 4 months. Part of my diet for my DOT physical, I kicked the cereal habit, but I'm gonna get back on it, boy. I love me some cereal. I like to get that Raisin Bran, cornflakes and grape nuts. Mix them all together. Oh yeah. proper lane. It was, is that light green or what? I can't tell. Hope so. Drove all the way up here, party peeps. But I'm happy to have something to do today. I needed to recharge my batteries on the truck. Driving is the best way to do it. Because yesterday I slept in the truck yesterday because I got to the house, and as soon as we walked in the door, and Renee's like, I'm like, I'm going back to my truck to sleep. And so I went back to the truck to lie down, and I had to put the air conditioning on, which sucks the batteries down pretty quick. And then I had to wait till the evening time to turn this AC off, and it started cooling off a little better. But yeah. So driving up here, currently we're at 85% auxiliary battery and 98% main battery. So by the time we get back, it should be 100 and 100. So we should be good. And, when it's in the summertime when it's super hot out there, and I sleep in the truck sometimes, this way, I can stay cool out there, but only for about 7 to 8, 9 hours. And then you got to idle the truck to get the batteries back up. And the neighbors don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate the big loud truck engine running for hours at a time to rebuild the batteries. I wish there was a way to run a power cord out to the truck and charge them up, but I don't think there is. You get a bunk heater, but that would not affect charging the batteries back. Yeah, I thought about that too, Brian, but as you know, in the hot summer, the portable AC needs an ambient temperature of 85 degrees or less. And the truck interior gets over 100 degrees. So it wouldn't do me any good. It would just pump out 90-degree air on top of me, no good. Now, we talked about it before, but it would work if you had the AC, both ACs going. If you had the EPU and the external, or the AC going, that would work. Let's go over here. But again, for only so many hours. But you only need a few hours. You really only need a few hours. If you're on the road, of course. Because once the sun goes down, the AC works really good. What do you call that thing? Portable AC works really good when the sun goes down. So all you really need it for is during the daytime you need a boost. When the sun is beaten down, the EPU is not quite enough by itself, and the portable AC is not quite enough by itself, but working together I think they would work. But and then of course you're going to be driving later to rebuild your batteries again. So that would be the best case scenario yet. I gotta go to, you know what I need to do? I need to go over to my storage unit when I get back. Gotta get some things out of storage. Oh, my computer. I got to get my big computer out of storage. I got to take it apart and get to the hard drive. I got a hard drive reader, so I can read what's on that hard drive. I tried to log in a couple years ago. I brought the hard drive. I brought the CPU out of storage, and I plugged it into a monitor, and I plugged in a keyboard and all that. And I tried to put in my password, and the computer said wrong password. I could not get into my computer at all. I was like, what the heck? And it's a computer I bought way back in 2002 or so. It's like a 20-year-old computer. And it denied me access. I used 42 different passwords and it would not let me in. But Brian sent me a hard drive reader. So So on this trip here, on this trip home, I will bring the computer out on the road with us and see if I can tap into that hard drive and see what's on there from 20 years ago. I don't think it'll be much, but whatever. I want to see what's on there. Curious. It wouldn't be any, shouldn't be, might not be any videos. Maybe, but I just don't think I really don't think I had anything on that computer. Now, I will say that, well, I might. Let me think about it, because I put that computer in storage 2010, and I bought it around 2002, so there should be maybe some interesting things on there. We don't know yet. We really don't know. It's a mystery. It's always a time machine, time capsule when you open up something like that. So, let me think. It'd be cool if there's something of interest on there. But I will tell you that during that time, 2006 is when I signed up for YouTube. And the reason why I did sign up for YouTube was never to be a YouTuber. It was only to store my videos for free. That was the only purpose ever of YouTube. Because I had we had our first digital cameras in 2003s and 4s, and we were making, videos of the cats, nothing important, make a video of a cat, make a video of this, take a picture of that, and they all came on SD cards, and I had the SD cards in my pocket, and I ended up putting the trousers in the washing machine. I forgot to check the pocket, and when I got, checking the laundry dryer lint, you clean your lint out, and those little SD cards were in the lint, and I was like, no, I just lost all that footage. And so the YouTube concept came out in 2005, and I was like, well, I'm not interested in YouTube. I'm never going to be a YouTuber. But then around 2006, I got the bright idea, well, I could store my videos over there for free. It doesn't cost anything to put a video on YouTube. It's preserved forever for free. And I was like, that's how I started my YouTube channel. So I wouldn't put stuff in the washer or dryer, see? That was the idea. Have a copy or backup copy of my videos stored on YouTube. Of course, it has morphed into 25,000 subscribers, and this is what we have today, man. We turned it into something real. Uh-oh, commercial vehicle enforcement. Pulled over McLean. Oops. What we should do? We should go out to 8 Mile Road and get on the ferry with the big rig here. What do you think? 360 it? They got a little ferry that will take you across the river. And I think that would be a cool ride, man. Just ride across the river, turn around and come back. Nope, there's CHP. Dead ahead. Got the Crown Dodge, man. Crown Challenger. Yeah, the newer ones probably can work in a higher ambient temperature. I have to do some research. If I were to buy one again, I would get the 14,000 BTU double, because the one I have right now is a 7,000 BTU, and it's got a single hose exhaust and a water drip at the bottom. So any moisture in the truck condensates and it drips out the tailpipe of the air conditioner. Now the newer ones have a 2-hose system. One hose for exhausting the hot air and the other hose exhausts all the moisture out the window. And it's not like liquid water, it's like aerated water. It's like sort of like steam, if you will. Wet air, let's say that. Wet air. It doesn't accumulate, it doesn't condensate enough to turn into actual water until, I guess, it just pumps it out on the hose. And, but if you're down in like the Floridas, you know, down in there, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, down in the southern states, in a hot summer day and you got that air conditioner going inside your truck, it will drip gallons of condensation. I used to keep a 2-gallon bucket underneath on the floor because I kept the air conditioner on the passenger seat. And I had a 2-gallon bucket down there. And that you go to sleep for 6 hours and you get up and that bucket's not only full, but it's overflowing. And the floor is all wet, everything's wet. Man. The whole truck was wet. It's like, oh shit. Oh, it goes out with, okay, the single hose. Maybe they changed the technology now. But yeah, I would buy the next. I would buy one of those. Although I gotta say, the one that I have, is the 7,000 BTU. It still works after all these years. I bought it in 2011, and most recently, when I was living with Renee, one of the bedrooms that I was living in has no AC in that bedroom. She's told the landlady 100 times, the AC doesn't work in that room. She's like, well, maybe it's because, you know, she doesn't want to spend the money to get it fixed. And so she just gives Renee excuses for why she won't fix it. But I was like, I'll take that room. I got an AC unit. So I put my portable AC in the room and I pushed the hose out the window, right? That AC unit kept that whole room cool, comfortable, perfect. Even in a hot day. And many times we lost electrical power in the house because rolling blackouts, they might shut the power off. And then Renee says, can I come in here? I'm like, yeah, I got the generator going and we got the AC going. And Renee and Nathan would come stay in the room with me to stay cool until the power came back on. But yeah, if I ever become an owner-operator again, that's probably the route I would take, is I buy a 14,000 BTU air conditioner and keep it on the truck. Run it off a generator, and because it's cheap. You know, if you do, why don't you just get an APU, Scotty, and bolt it on the side of the truck like everybody else does? Because those things need a lot of service, and they also break down easy, and they cost like $10,000 out the door just for the basic one. And if you want one that runs coolant back to your engine and all that, and you know, they cost 14, 15 grand. I mean, there's way too much. Way too much. And the one that charges your batteries and all that, it's just too much money, dude. I could buy a generator for like $500, air conditioner, $500, you know, and right there you just saved, it only cost you 10%, maybe less. 10% of what an APU would cost. And the maintenance is super easy. On a generator, every 100 hours, you just dump the oil out and pour fresh oil in it. There's no filter. There might be a filter, but it's probably some kind of foam filter that you can just walk it into the restroom at the truck stop and water and soap and dry it. And it's good. Yeah, this White Claw is pretty good, man. Sugar-free soda. I got a lemonade down here too. Mike's lemonade, what's it called? Mike's Hard Lemonade. It's pretty good. Tastes like lemons. supposed to be good for you. Healthy. Oh, the trees are blooming. And it's so sad. The grass is already turning brown. See it? So sad. There's California poppies over there, though. Got to get the weed whacker out. That's a joke. California poppies are a protected flower in California. It's actually illegal to pick them. Condescending. My PC is condescending. Didn't we have a video titled that one time? Maybe a live stream. Are they open this weekend, Brian? Maybe tomorrow. Because I got to hang out with Nathan all day tomorrow. Renee wants to run her garage sale. Oh, okay. So Nathan and I will go to. Well, he's got ABA for about 4 hours, from 9 to 2 or something like that. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go over there in the morning and 10, 11 while he's in ABA and film it, get my 360 footage of it, and then figure something out. Whatever I do, I gotta keep Nathan away from the house for several hours on Saturday so that Renee can run her garage sale. I might have to park my truck somewhere else too, because people are going to want to park close to the house, so they don't have to walk very far to walk up to the house. She set up the garage sale perfect. She's got like tables along the 2 walls of the garage, and then a set of tables right up the middle of the garage. So you can basically walk in between 2 tables on one side and walk around the end and come back down, and you're surrounded by tables as you come through the garage. All the products are on top of the tables for sale, a garage sale. It's a perfect setup, brilliant setup. So people, normally when I go to garage sales, you might see things on a table, but most of it's on the ground, and people they throw a blanket or a sheet on the grass, and then they throw this junk on the blanket on the grass, and it's for sale. All their stuff's junk, basically a junk sale. So they're hoping that somebody else buys their junk, so they don't have to dump it in the dump or pay money to take it to the dump. But Renee's garage sale is going to have a lot of good stuff in there. It's got wine glasses, some high dollar dishes. She's got a nice sewing machine in there from a grandmother, I think. She's trying to sell that. Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. There's some junk. Of course, there's DVDs. There's a small TV, which I'm going to talk to Renee. I might take the TV myself, put it on the truck here. TV with remote. I may just take the TV myself. She's trying to sell it for $10. I'll take it. $10, shit. Can't beat that. I'll just put the TV in the truck. I do have a TV in storage, but I guess I can. I don't know. I guess I can bring that back to the truck. I have a 22-inch widescreen TV in storage. DVD. It's a TV with DVD player, and it's designed to be a trucker TV anyway. It's got it can pick up over-the-air signals like TV signals that are not satellite. Yeah, the same one that won't inject. That's right. I got to use tweezers to pull the DVD out. I got to use my tweezers. Hold on a minute, Scotty. Why do you have tweezers? You're a man. Okay, raise your hand if you're a man and you own a pair of tweezers. I don't think a lot of men do. They borrow their wife's tweezers or something. I don't know too many men who own their own tweezers. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe it's a thing. Who knows? I got things I got to plug out. AdSense. You gotta get on the AdSense website. Maybe I could get it that way. I used to know how to do that, but it's been years. I don't check my income that much on Google. I used to check it every month. But in the last 3 years, my income has dropped over 90-95% less than it used to be. I don't bother checking it because I know it's such a low amount that I'm earning on YouTube. I don't bother checking it. It doesn't really affect, you know, it's such a low amount of money coming in every month that it's, you know, it wouldn't matter if it came in or didn't come in. It's such a low amount. But back in the old days when it used to be a lot of money, I mean, it was like a lot of money coming in every month. I was like always checking it, you know. AdSense website there. Look at all this water, dude. See the bridge we're crossing right here? The water's all the way up to the freaking telephone poles. Jesus. Wow. That's not supposed. The river's right here, actually. What we just drove by is a bypass, some kind of flood bypass. That's not supposed to. That's farmland, flooded farmland. Should be a couple more right here, and if we're lucky, we'll see the wild turkeys out here. They hang out down here. Yeah, look at that. They built their house on a mound. Bulldozed a bunch of dirt up so they could build a house on top, so knowing that it's going to flood. So the trees down below on our right are olive trees. Let's talk about olive trees. And you see how they grow grass? Between the rows of trees. They let the grass grow. Helps keep the moisture in the ground, ironically. Now, the old farmers of the old, you know, the 1920s and 30s, you know, maybe up to the 1800s, up to that time, they all believed in plowing up a field, keeping all the weeds down, and keeping all the grass down, any kind of weeds, would steal nutrients and steal water from your crops. And it took a long time, and actually all those old farmers had to die off really before the new ideas came into play, which we have today with like vineyards over here with grass growing between the rows. The grass actually keeps more moisture in the soil. It's just, but the old farmers never believed that. They like to till it up and plow it down and keep all the weeds and the grasses cut off. On a cell phone right there. La, 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 la. I'm just gonna look at my phone while I go down the road. Right in front of my face. The ferry I'm talking about is, I did a video out there a couple, 3 years ago. Drove out there and the ferry was broke down because the cable, the anchor cable was broken from its mooring on the shore. And the sheriff was on a boat. We had a sheriff's boat out there. And I was out there just kind of walking around observing on the boat ramp or the ferry ramp. I guess the cars drive down the concrete ferry ramp to get on the ferry. And I was standing on the ferry ramp, and the sheriff motored his boat over to talk to me. I had my hands in my pocket, which was a big mistake, number one. And the concrete ramp was a little bit mossy and slick. And as he approached, I pulled my hands out of my pockets, and I guess Renee's car keys got my finger. And as I slipped on the moss, the keys went flying and landed in the water. Look. I was like, no, the keys are in the water. And the officer was asking me my name and all this stuff. And he goes, I'll get you a magnet, but we're working on, I got to carry this cable across the river and all this stuff. And luckily, I didn't have to wait very long. There was another maintenance truck there. They had a magnet on a string, and they let me borrow it. And I dropped the magnet in the water. I got it all on film. I forget the name of the video. I videoed it for you guys. What I'm talking about is you guys can look up this video. And dropped the magnet in the water, got the keys back on the first try, no problems. And yeah. I forget the title of the video though. Al Jefe might know. Might be keyword sheriff. Boat sheriff or something. No, I don't even know. I have so many videos on this channel. But that's the ferry I want to go across tomorrow. Filming. I did film them before, but this time I got the 360 camera. Ooh. We're gonna do it right. Even take the truck out there too, film it that way. They'll let me. Pretty sure they allow big rigs on the ferry. Fishing for a key, is that what it was? I can't remember. Oh, thank you, Brian. I shocked the sheriff. Oh, shocked. I shocked the sheriff. video, party peeps. I guess we're done for the day. I appreciate you guys hanging out for a short trip up to Sacramento and back. It's unfortunate that it was sort of a wasted trip. But not really. It did serve a purpose. I got my batteries back up to 98 and 91%, respectively. So I feel pretty good about that. And whatever, that's all right. Nathan should be getting out of school in a couple hours here. I gotta do a little bit of more laundry at home, and I'm still uploading my video. I might edit another video. I got some stuff to do. Mostly chillaxing and relaxing. Yeah, we're gonna take a trip on Sunday. We're gonna go to, I said it earlier, we're gonna go down to Pinnacle State Park, or National Park, on Sunday. Film it all in 360. And then look for that video in the future. Tomorrow he has ABA, so won't be able to do much. Put him in ABA in the morning, and then I'll pick him up in the afternoon, and we'll just hang out until bedtime. Maybe I'll barbecue tomorrow. Yeah, that'd be good. I could barbecue tomorrow. Pinnacles National Park. You can Google map it. It's down by, I would say, middle of California, by the south of Gilroy or something like that. If you go down 101, I think, Highway 25. Highway 25 south of Hollister. You go down Hollister, Gilroy, and you go south by about, I don't know how many miles it is, like pretty far. And the Pinnacles National Park is over there. If you Google or you type in the words Pinnacles NPS, National Park Service, it'll pop up and it gives all kinds of information on it. It's a pretty cool park. I've been there. I didn't go in there, but I've been there. I know how to get there. White Claw just spilled all over the floor, dude. Oh man, I got White Claw smell in here. It smells like White Claw all throughout the truck. Gotta wipe it out. White Claw, man. White Claw splashed everywhere. It stinks. Oh man, it stinks. Oh, White Claw. Actually, we want to go straight. Let's go straight. Wait for the green light. Kind of getting hungry for dinner. Ooh, what are we gonna have for dinner, party peeps? Smell that again. Yeah, I'll get some. I already got the barbecue coals. Barbecue briquettes, a brand new bag of them at the house. All I really need is I gotta buy another toilet bowl brush to clean the barbecue off with, the grill. So what I usually use is a toilet bowl, the plastic brush, and you scrub off all the old meat, charred meat. And the reason why I use the toilet bowl brush is because if you use a steel brush to clean your grill, there's reports of those little steel bristles breaking off and sticking to the grill, and then when you put your meat on there, the bristle will stick to the meat, and then you eat it, and then you get these steel bristles down in your stomach down here. And so they're recommending using a toilet bowl brush. You just go in your bathroom and grab that brush real quick and brush off your grill. Nice and clean. There's no steel bristles to break off into your stomach. And it adds a little bit of flavor, a little bit of a little bit of earthy flavor to your meat that you might like. A little something extra, you know what I mean? And tastes really good. And then so Nathan and I will have steaks tomorrow. Usually what I do is I buy 2 steaks, but he's getting bigger. He might be able to finish off a whole steak for himself. But usually what I do is I buy 2 steaks, one for me, and then they split one between Nathan and Renee. Split half a steak. But Nathan's getting big. He's going to be 14 next month. Nathan's birthday is May 19th. He's going to be 14 years old, starting high school. Renee told me that on the other day. He's going to be starting high school. I'm like, no way. Little Nathan is going to start high school already? Oh my God. Where has the time gone, dude? I remember when he was born. I actually have several pictures of him on his actual birthday when he was on the table. I guess I could post those on the Facebook group. If you guys want to see a newborn baby. Here, okay. I gotta wash the car tomorrow too. You know what? As I see this tree, you guys remember that tree right there. See the stump? The stump right there. I'm gonna show you. The stump right there. That's what's left of that big giant tree that fell down. That tree fell down right across the street right here and was blocking the entire road. I put my 360 camera up on top of the truck and filmed them cutting the entire tree up and getting rid of it. I thought I had lost the footage, but the other day I discovered it on one of my hard drives. So I do have that footage. And now that I see that stump on the ground, I'm very much considering maybe that'll be my next video to work on for next Sunday. Instead of having a driving video, you guys want to watch a tree cutting video on Sunday premiere? What do you think? Or would it be like way too boring? Oh my God, they're running chainsaws. All right, let's go look at the tree stump real quick and then we'll end our day here. Yeah, we're at 98 and 91% respectively. So we're good on batteries. We built our batteries up nicely. You would like to see it, Charles? Them cutting the tree up? I think that would be a good video, yeah. Because I got a dash cam right there. You see it? That's my dash cam. My dash cam caught that tree falling down. The only problem was it was dark and that the power went out right before, because the tree took out this power line right here. And there's a street light right there. That light burned out or turned off for some reason. And when the tree came down right here, I couldn't see it, but I heard it. The camera heard it. But this is what's left. They left all this right here. It looks like they ground the stump up, because that's where the tree was, and it's all ground up into sawdust. But there's still a few pieces left over here, which is eucalyptus. I don't know if you can burn the eucalyptus. And a fireplace. I don't know how good it is. It's a burn. Burn-wise, I don't think it's very good. All right, Charles, we'll work on that video. I can work on that. Be something different rather than just a driving video, something a little different. Because the tree was right here and they cut it up, and they cut it up and they ground it up and they got rid of it. And like I said, my camera was right there filming the whole thing. May even put some bonus flood footage in there because there were some streets flooded around here that I also filmed, and the streets were like 2 feet deep in water right around the corner. I filmed all that too. All right, party peeps, I'll just leave you with that. It does burn, but it's oily. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, and we'll see you back on Monday, if not sooner. I'll probably live stream on Facebook or something. Nathan and I will on Sunday. If we have a signal, I can take a quick live stream of this or a live stream of that, or take a picture of this or a picture of that and post it on Facebook. All right, Ice, Donald, Kasim, El Jefe, Dactyl, Brian, Direct Current. Puppy, look at you, puppy. You want to say hi to YouTube? I want to say hi to YouTube too. I like YouTube. Puppy. Puppy. I can't go make friends with them because it might ruin him. All right, party peeps, we'll do it again. Love you guys.